I think I'm not sure if I told this story before, but they all the people who were invited had to drive somewhere and get on a bus. They had to be blindfolded.
Oh
The
no.
bus like drove around for a very long time, and then eventually got to where the location was, and then everybody got off, and they were able to remove their blindfolds and see where they were. And I think my friend was like, "We did all that driving, but I think we were just like, in the memorial area." But it's to throw them off the scent, right? Just so you don't, you're not quite sure where you are. I guess to disorient you.
Yeah, but I feel like when you see it on TV, you're going through like the woods and the mountains and like you're doing back roads. You don't have that in Houston. Like Houston
No.
is just like a flat situation where if you get tall enough, you can spot a freeway and like, okay, I know where I am.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, I don't know. So maybe they're all like right next door, but you never know.
I think large concentrations of trees is probably our best indicator.
I think you're right.
Yeah, to
I feel
stop
like
the
you're right.
aerial views and
Mm-hmm.
easy to get people lost and uncoordinated and just a lot of trees.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Best
or
Houston can do.
it's a deterrent, right? You don't want to like. I don't know. It's all them trees. I'm not going back in there. I'm not. Well, yeah. I guess I'm
Regular
not.
Houstonians don't like trees.
I'm not going back in there. I don't know what's happening. I haven't
Too
been
many trees,
invited. Yeah, too many trees. That's why the woodlands is off limits to me. What's going on? What do you mean, just woods?
And I'm about 23 minutes away from the Woodlands, and we've gone twice, and it is kind of like, what do y'all got going on over here?
You
Why
see?
y'all so? It's all mazed off. It's okay, and then you come out of the woods, you're like, what the heck? Like,
CVS, right? Yeah, it's like something I recognize.
McDonald's and
Yeah,
Tiffany's next to Dunkin' Donuts. Next, what y'all
yeah.
doing?
I think you're actually. I think you're exactly right, man. Like the few times I've been to the Woodlands, once you get there and you start going down these roads, and it's just like nothing but trees, and you don't see much. Like you can't see the houses. There's a couple of roads that lead into things, but it's very closed off, or at least it feels that way.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So okay, so we can all agree all famous people live in the woodlands. All famous people who move to Houston to the woodlands.
Or at least should,
I
Yeah.
think she's having Wi-Fi issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This has
Wow.
been interesting because like our Facebook links got messed up and we had to reconnect them. So now we're back on Facebook streaming live for anybody who messed
Oh,
up.
okay.
That
Okay.
might mess us up in the algorithms, but that's okay.
That's
We're
right.
still rolling.
The point is to roll.
The point is to keep
Whatever.
rolling. Got a
Whatever.
live show coming up this week.
That's true. That's
Hey, yeah.
true. And
Man.
what's up?
Nothing. I'm just saying we'll be able to play together on one stage, one night, 4 improvisers.
I was very excited. Yeah, it's been a while. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
I mean, it's been over a year, but we've performed.
But we've performed. We've been
We haven't performed live
Yeah.
in over a year, and we will grace the stage.
It's gonna be very special.
I'm gonna work on not laughing as much because this medium makes me think I'm watching TV and I feel like I got and I really got to crack up, but got to remember the performance. So got to hold that back. Hold on.
Yeah, I was thinking I was going to dive in deep into that thing. No protection. I mean the stage. Till I ain't been in the stage in a year.
Man, I know. Is the stage ready for us? What if the stage is like it hasn't shook off all of its COVID shimmies and like I'm not used to people on me now.
It's like extra creaky, right?
Yeah.
Like it hasn't been worked in a while.
Nothing.
Stage needs a couple of warm-up shows itself before
Yeah.
the
Just
audience
come
ready.
jumping on me. Hey man,
Yeah.
hey. Warm me up. Like
Hopefully
break some.
by 10 o'clock that night, the stage should be warm.
Okay.
some kind of way.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll let other people warm it up. Let other
I
people
want to jump on it, get it loose.
Yeah.
Like a limber stage
Yep.
to work with.
Mm-hmm.
How flexible is your stage?
Yeah.
Is your stage flexible?
I'm sure there's performers that are like, I need the stage to be like 6 inches with plexiglass to be able to catch me when I'm flying in the sky or whatever. Or like when you see the Kevin Hart stand up when he was rolled out in a little box
Mhm.
and they just pop him out. It's like, what? For a comedy show. Like, next thing you got elephants coming in. You'll be telling jokes in between two elephants. Like, I mean,
Yeah, there was the one stand up. He had like the pyrotechnics, right? Like behind him, and he would like just trigger that.
I'm sorry, I couldn't do it. I love Kevin Hart, man, but I was like, pyro. You're starting to get into the carrot top bill, man. Get into the carrot top. Like, what are you gonna be? You gonna be flying around the stadium telling jokes? You know, like what? Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's interesting, right? Like, there's a purity in some stand-up comedy, just one person, one microphone, and a big stage to work with, and then you have other comedians like Gallagher who have like all these props and jumping on a giant couch and splashing watermelons. You know, whose art is more entertaining? I don't know. Like, how do they compete, right?
I try not to. One thing I hate is comedy contest. I hate comedy contest. Really, even art contest to me. I mean, because it's food contest, all of those things. Unless it's like if the margins are really clicking. Of course, I'm not like probably the sommelier of art, right? Whatever you call them, snob. I love art, but I'm not like, see, the oil canvas in here was done with a very low budget quality oil. That's why you get all of the. I would be like, man, shut up. This shit look fly. Give me this shit, man. What the hell do you know? Maybe your swag is off. You can't swag the painting. Some people can't. They just can't vibe with certain stuff, you know. Um, so like a person like Gallagher would be hilarious. If someone gifted me some tickets to Gallagher, I would be like, dude, like you know me, man. Like I wouldn't have gone looking for him, but you know me well enough to know that I did shit like this. Stuff that is just very in the fringe and people, it's very niche. You have to really be present to experience it. You know, I love that kind of art. No matter how absurd or surreal. Once it gets watered down and I feel like you're trying to like catch everybody, that's when it starts to lose me because I can't connect with it, you know?
Yeah. No, I'm with you with that. No art contest. You know, it should just be the thing. You know, if people, art is for the people, and the people respond. You don't have to set it up to, okay, we're gonna put this art against this one, and then let the people judge. No, just let the art exist. The people will find it, or you put it in front of them, and if the people respond, they do.
Yeah. Like they should have like a message box where if you see a piece of art, you should be able to. Oh, he walked out of the room. Trying to catch him. You should be able to like walk up to a piece of art, write a little message, and leave it for the artist or something like that, right? Or buy it, right? Or try to find a way to procure it. But when you come to like comparing, like when I look at the Mona Lisa, no offense, I'm sure there was another artist somewhere that in that time that was like, man, that shit is whack, bro. Like, I don't get why people are so hype over that. Like, look at this frog I made. He's dancing with that. That's way more impressive than that chick, right?
What?
I mean,
Subjective.
I think you're probably on something, man. I think the Mona Lisa is probably like mainstream pop
Overhyped.
music.
It's the most overhyped.
There's a bunch of underground, painters like, what is this whack
What the fuck is this?
my painting has way more layers. I don't know what people see in this girl. But
this basic ass girl. I mean, is that a joke? Are we missing it? We have this basic painting, and we somebody overhyped it, right? Like a hype man. I don't know, right? Art is so interesting because human beings receive it and build story around it. So I've never really I've tried to be open and receive anything. That's why, like, I do my bad movies. Some of the bad movies are like real, well targeted. Like, this was a very difficult premise, but I could tell like they had some fun, and I can appreciate the fun, the rebel in having fun creating something new that really doesn't have any value intrinsically, right? It's not like Mona Lisa is going to save anybody's life because it exists as a painting, right?
Or hurt you.
Or hurt you. So we
Right.
need to keep her in this painting.
Keep her in that painting.
Yo, motherfuckers.
That's
right?
it. See?
Maybe that's it, right?
Yeah. I wanted to talk about that from after I watched Candyman. After I watched Candyman, and that the artist in the movie who had been struggling. He had no like motivation. There was nothing inspiring him, and then he got inspired by the Candyman story, and he created this piece of art that he had in an art show, and the art, in essence, killed people. Right? If you went to appreciate the art and you followed the directions to fully appreciate the art, then you ended up losing your life. And
is that the plot of the movie? I haven't seen it, so would you consider that the plot?
It's not. No. I mean, no, it's not.
What is the plot?
Well, the plot of Candyman. Okay, well, you're gonna hate me for this because John. Okay, I don't. The part I forgot is the background piece to who Candyman is, but the concept is a
spoiler
supernatural.
Spoiler.
Hold on. So yeah, that's
okay.
When I ask for the plot, like I don't want to know what happens necessarily. I just want to know what it's about, right? Like what if I picked this box up at the store and read the back? Like what would it say? That's kind of what I'm asking for.
Who's the main character? What are they trying to do?
Yes.
And why? And maybe a why.
Who is the main character in the Candyman movie?
I would.
Did you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I would probably say that his two focal characters is the guy and his girlfriend.
Okay.
His girlfriend is a like pretty high end art exhibitor or gallery event planner, and he's this really up and coming stud artist who's lost his touch. So like Tandi said, what he's trying to do is rekindle that touch to then get back into the game, and which leads to him getting inspiration from Candyman, and then ultimately having a series of events that spun off, right? That leads him to know who he really is, right?
Yeah.
He's trying to figure out who he is and why he's connected. So I think that's pretty much like,
okay.
When you need to know the setup going through it. Yeah.
Okay.
So, for example, to her question, right? I shared this with her. This made me think. Her question was like, "Have you ever heard of? What do you think about art that kills people?" And immediately made me think about music, right? One, like Stan, the Eminem song, which I could completely see happening. And two, a lot of the music I listened to in my junior high and high school days, back when like G Unit and crunk music and all of that hit, and trap music had just started, so that was even more aggressive and street. And now they mixing drugs. Then it became cooking the drugs in the pot and all that stuff. So nonetheless, from about 7th grade to probably even 25, I noticed a lot of murders and deaths that were not necessarily contributing to the music, but was in the cloud of what the music was kind of creating. For example, there was a club back home in Dayton, Ohio. I'm not gonna say the club's name. It was a known thing when certain music came on a certain time of the certain time of the night. They start playing some crazy crunk music or like a like I'm a huge 3 6 Mafia fan, but they have a song called "Fuck the Club Up." Man, what do you think's gonna happen when a song like that plays? Right, with a bunch of rowdy, aggressive young men who also been drinking, and there were many guys and possibly girls who were killed to those music. Like I even heard Pharrell mention it in an interview. And if anyone we can look it up on Drink Champs. There was a podcast on Drink Champs where they were trying to give him credibility as a producer. And he was like, nah, man. He's like, none of my music like did anything to people like some of the music that was coming up back in Virginia and Tennessee. People were getting murdered to. Like on a Stanley Kubrick level. And he said it. Like you imagine that. You made a song, you're keyboarding a song, fuck the club up. Or I ain't scared no nigga, I ain't scared of no bitch. I ain't scared of no. And you put that out, and next thing you know, hip hop concert, 15 shot dead, new hit song, blase blase. It's not the music, right? But the music does set tone, it creates the environment.
Why do you think the club kept playing that music?
Because it is a hit record. It is like people. I'll give you. So I don't want to bring back this R. Kelly thing, right? I don't want to bring back the R. Kelly thing, but there's one thing that I think is incredible about how human beings respond to music. Like music can change your mood. It has great properties and mood changing abilities, right? You listen to I Believe I Can Fly, and then you turn on the guilty verdict of R. Kelly, you're going to be like, deep down, you're going to be like, that is a fucking good ass song, you piece of shit. Why did you do this? Why? You didn't have to fucking do none of that shit.
Why did you do this?
Why, man? Think how many times you heard I Believe I Can Fly, man, and your heart got tight and you start to scream. I actually believe this is a magical song. He arguably could have went down as top R&B singer of all time. I would argue that if he didn't do all the shit he did, right? But I make that a point to say, if music can be that mood changing, I can only imagine the other side. I can make music that, make people believe it's okay to sip lean and syrup, right? I can make music that creates the energy that make you want to have sex, Marvin Gaye, right? Like, you think I couldn't make a song that makes somebody go do something crazy? Like, and please don't kill me. I may not even say this, but I would say this. No, I'm not gonna say that because I don't want to get kicked off. I don't want to get kicked off and I'll get bad. Nonetheless, I'll say it in a simpler way. And if terrorist groups understood the power of music, right, and art and culture, we would have problems on our hands because the music and art is so captivating, right? That's why a lot of these dictators use it and cut it off because it changes mood and inspires, right?
Wait, are you saying that you think terrorists might be able to make some bangers?
They hire, you telling me if a terrorist group
Catchy hooks. Get us on board with that.
You say you wouldn't hire a 3 6 Mafia to score and get your group hype to go do some shit? Come on, man.
Oh, I thought you meant to like turn people into terrorists. You were just talking about
I would do that too. I would do that too. I mean, look, Tekashi 6ix9ine is turning people into snitches. All you have to do is call it terrorist rap. Just give it a name, terrorist rap, and just start talking a whole bunch of terrorist stuff. It will cause so much trickle effect that one, people will start to buy into it. And two, if the music is good, right? If it's like good, you're like, dude, this song is pretty hot, man. It's talking about blowing people up.
We got to a nightclub before they opened the doors. Hey, Amechi.
Yeah.
Can I ask you something?
Mm-hmm.
Look, I was looking up some of the music you were playing last night, and I went down this rabbit hole of they call it terrorist rap. you played like an hour of terrorist rap, apparently.
Yeah, I have an hour block of terrorist rap I like to play on Friday nights.
Now, it seemed like people were really, really vibing with it, but also there's a lot of property damage that happened at the same time.
I mean, you can't blame the music for people's actions. It's just sounds and words, and people do whatever they want.
Sounds and words, but there. I mean, you know the lyrics on these songs, right? Like I read them. I was reading them last night, and then they talk about ways to dismantle a building. They talk about ways to rig a car to explode. Like there's instructions in the song, and also the hooks are really catchy, right? Like I found myself humming it as I was reading it, and I feel like the message is a bit off.
Blow this motherfucker up.
Oh, sorry, I hit play.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. You're playing it right now. I'm just saying tonight, can we just like maybe skip that? You know, just stick to the other hits and top 40 and some of the classics.
I would love to go back to doing that, but that's when we sell the most drinks. That's when we have the most people rush inside the club.
That's true. They came through the window, actually. Yeah.
They did.
It was startling, but they went straight to the bar. So I was fine with it.
Yeah, like they need drinks for courage to do something. I don't know. But
you're right. You're right. Yeah, the bar kind of offset the property damage, but I feel like it's a gamble, you know. And I just don't know if I want my club encouraging that sort of stuff. You know, I want people to have a good time. I'm worried someone's going to get hurt.
What would you like me to play tonight instead? Give me. Is there a different kind of rap, a different genre that you would like to hear?
Yeah. There was another. Well, I was in the rabbit hole. I did find another type of rap. It's called hug rap. If you could throw some of that in, I think
hug rap.
Yeah, hug rap. I think that would balance things off tonight. That's more the energy I think I want in my club tonight. Just to offset some of that terror stuff.
Okay. We'll try it. I just think this is gonna go poorly. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Well, let's try it, right?
Okay,
I'm paying you, right? I'm paying you. Okay, so why don't we do that?
All right, we cut to 10 p.m. that night. All right, guys, we're gonna switch it up on you right now. Yeah, I know you guys are having a good time, but here's some hug rap.
Some who?
Put your heart next to mine. Feel the vibe. Rhyme and rhyme. Hug rap. Hug it out. Hug rap. Hug it out.
Hey man, can you turn the volume up? Why they whisper?
Don't have to talk loud.
It's making me sleepy, man. I'm leaving the club, man.
It has to be that level so that everyone can mellow out a little bit and enjoy it.
Man, this is whack, man. Me and my day sleep. We going out. Peace.
All I do is tell all the thugs you
Yeah, you can see people just slowly like realizing that this is gonna be this level of music for the next like hour, and so people start closing their tabs. People start getting their coats and getting their bags from the table. Amechi, what are you doing? Why are people leaving?
It's still the same song. It lasts an hour. It's an hour-long song.
The whole club is leaving.
I can't just skip a track. It's terrible DJing.
What DJs do that all? They play snippets of songs all the time and then mix it with other. I don't want to tell you how to DJ. I just need you to save what's my night here, right? I'm going to be taking a bath on this.
Oh, okay. Well, what do you want me to do?
Do something, man. Whatever works.
Okay, I'll put another hug rap song. I'll skip to the next one. Okay. Here we go. It's gonna slow build up.
Squeeze me tonight. Squeeze me. Not so tight. Back it up.
I don't think
you pull it in and squeeze again.
Is anyone squeezing anybody?
No.
Scene.
Is everybody squeeze?
Everybody squeezing.
But the influence of music can always influence you to do some wretched ass shit. It rarely gets you in the mood to like doing something really, really nice, like consistently. There's never been they played this music and then everybody just like donated money and collected all
everybody
these
took out their
things for
phones and
people.
donated.
Well,
Everybody
remember
did this.
Heal the World. That was what they were trying to do when they did Heal
tried,
the World. And they
but
had
it
like
didn't.
500 singers on the song, and it was just too cluttered, man.
The song probably lost money.
Heal the World's raised $100 million. It is in a $200 million deficit with all of the actors, Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson, Bill.
Yeah.
Let's celebrate those.
It may make you feel good individually, or maybe like a couple of people might share, but it won't cause like some frenetic action of goodness. Whereas I think more destructive things or things that kind of hype you, whatever, that may have more of a the
I
ability.
guess it's that animal nature in people. Like people are just holding it back, all day going through society. And then there's this music is a gateway to unleash that, some sort of avenue that allows you, and sometimes gives you instructions as to how to unleash it. And then you get like mosh pits and people getting stomped out.
Yeah.
But people don't have that same thing with niceness, right? They're not holding back their niceness all day and like, I can't wait to be nice to somebody.
I can't wait to be showering y'all with hugs. And even when you go to an organization, nonprofit, church, or whatever, and you see them singing all that music, there's some phoniness to it, right? It's kind of like, and I'm not saying all churches, a lot of churches have great music, but yeah.
Phoniness.
You never seen that like this?
I believe you.
Like ain't nobody that damn happy. Come on. Like I'd rather go to everybody's going to hell. That's more reasonable. Not this old.
I need to see the pain on your face. I guess that's why our gospel feels so good, because you feel like there's that wailing and there's that you gotta get it out.
The struggle. Everybody understands the struggle.
Everything's nice. We're having a good time.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, that's enough.
Yeah. Except for like Christmas caroling, right? Christmas caroling, which but even then, it's still kind of like, I kind of agree with the Grinch a little bit. Like if you watch the movies, there were many times they crossed the line on the Grinch. Like the man was trying to come out, and y'all just all up in his grill, touching on him, tossing him into things, dance moves. I'd be mad as hell too. Like I need somebody to do those damn dance moves and sing with y'all. You know how uncomfortable that is to most people. Yeah. Everybody just like doing that.
It's too much damage, emotional damage, emotional pain in the human experience. I think that you can't account for everybody being happy and on the same. There's always one cynic. There's always one disbeliever. There's always one, just because. And maybe it's organic too. Maybe it's mental. I don't know, but there's always one. So,
I wonder what that is inside. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it's the Misery Loves Company Misery Loves Company idea, but it's like I call it the we're all gonna die person, right? Like it doesn't matter how happy everybody is about everything. So much is all of a sudden gonna be like, we're all gonna die one day. We're not all gonna make it to old age. You guys know this? Like what?
Yes, he's back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right on comments. Keep going. What else you got?
I gotta make sure it's not one of my kids, because I
hope it is. It's
somebody's
kid.
Stop,
somebody's
y'all.
Kid.
My mom only gets a certain amount of time a day.
And who wants to still join the Klan, man?
Klan played out.
Swagless group of people of all time.
You don't even have to be like, you can just be like a regular worker at the hospital and be a Klan member. There's nothing clandestine. You can just be talking, just get on. You don't have to hide nothing. It's the environment for people to just be outwardly hateful and supremacy white, and they can be that now without an organization. You could be, you don't need a
you don't need a uniform. Yeah, you don't need a uniform.
Freelance it now.
I like my supremacy decentralized.
You like your white supremacy on the blockchain?
We should make that fucking cryptocurrency. That's what the clan should do.
Clan
Y'all should
coin.
hire me. I'll help give y'all some consultation. Make racism a crypto. Jeez.
Racism is up this week in the cryptocurrency.
So somebody gets shot, the crypto go crazy. 6,000% swing today, along with Smith and Wessels.
Oh gosh.
I mean, shoot, dog. We got Dodge coin or Doggy coin. We should have. We can have a clan coin.
You want clan
I should
coin?
do that.
I can't even see.
Would you buy it though? If
I was gonna say, yeah. Would you buy it?
Making a lot of money, right?
If it did
It
well,
was going to the moon, right? Clan coin.
Because then I'd feel compelled to use some of the money to fight them, and then I don't want to use my money to fight them.
That could hurt your investment.
What'd you say?
Your
Yeah.
investment.
That could hurt your investment. You know,
Yeah. See,
I make a lot of money, and then you start using your money to fight them.
and then they go down.
Kill the rest of your investment.
crumbles the whole clan crypto. I say you just make money off of them. That's the best revenge. Anything they do, keep on hating. Do it bigger. Keep going.
Yeah,
Cha slide all the way to hate.
What if they use all of that newfound whatever they getting from the proceeds of them being whoever they are to be more hateful, and then
then they'll run into somebody who has more money and more. There's always somebody more greedier than those individuals, and they're nationalistic, right? So you only think about this much. Like there's so many other groups around the world.
To help invest in, to have them go against.
Yeah.
The clan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, man. But to me, I think I would pitch it just to do it. Just the KKK coins. Your white supremacist cryptocurrency of the future.
Oh Lord.
Put down the robes, pick up the coins.
Listen, they probably taking notes. Quit that, John. Stop giving them ideas.
As long as they give me a stake in it.
I like to think of them as the backwards thinking, non-technologically advanced group that.
Well, they made it to YouTube as we see my brother Adolf Hitler, Nazi, KKK 666.
Why the devil got to be involved?
In case anyone
Why
doesn't
does
know,
the devil have to get in there?
someone left a series of comments on our video here, and that's why we're talking about.
I was just saying,
I don't know what the
video
mark
for
of the
comments.
beast has to do with.
why is the devil? The devil is like equal opportunity, just evil. Not so much hate, isn't it? There's a difference between hate and evil. Like evil can just exist, right?
It's a difference.
Hate,
There's a difference between hate and I think everything should suffer. Right.
Yeah, he's just across the board. Don't pigeonhole the devil and put him in the stuff.
Don't
about that.
Let's talk about that. Not to
I'm
get
always defending the devil. I went to a party one time and I just
start defending devil.
You were dating him for a little bit.
He's a nice guy. He's really thoughtful. You should hear him out. He can sing really well too.
He's just evil, guys.
Kind of into himself a
But it's
little.
like evil, equal opportunity.
It doesn't discriminate. Yeah. Everybody,
I always had a problem with them putting Adolf Hitler like in that pedestal as the most evil man ever. I thought that was too much. Don't give him that much credit. And when I see people do that, that just means you're confused. You don't even know what. So do you hate Christians? Do you hate Jews? Do you hate what do you hate? Like I don't know what that means, bro.
It's a grab.
You, my friend, should check out The K coin.
Are you confused about who you hate? Check out the K coin.
Check out the K coin. We have smart contracts. You can just tell
You
us
need some hate counseling. You need some hate counseling to sort out your hate.
Sort out who it is you want to hate first.
Once you put your hate on the blockchain, it becomes decentralized and protected.
Nobody will ever get to it. You'll be protected for generations. The Cant coin by Coinbase.
Or do you go to like a hate fair? You know, like in college when they have like all the clubs and organizations and you get brochures and pamphlets to figure out what might be interesting to you. Do you go to a hate fair? Like, you know, you got
like a college
Nazis
fair.
here, KKK.
Come
here,
on, let me show you why you should come here. Go ahead,
Hey,
sign. Put your email down.
We cut to a hate fair. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just looking at all these booths. I'm not sure what I want to do. I want to get passionate about something.
Excuse me. Hi.
Hey, yeah.
Hey, you looking for something to hate?
Yeah. I'm just. I feel like I don't have a lot of direction for my hate, and I just bottle it. And so I was wondering if maybe you can help me out.
Okay, yeah. Thank you for coming over to my booth. This is the Hate Bubble Wrap booth. We hate all things bubble wrap right here.
Gotcha. So like when you order something,
and you know 1 in 20 times where it wasn't bubble wrap properly and the bubble wrap doesn't protect your thing. I hate that. And you know sometimes when the tape is like strategically put on your bubble wrap so you can't like tear it, and then you know it takes an extra couple of minutes to get the thing that you need out of the bubble wrap.
I think so.
I hate that.
Don't you like popping the bubbles? Like I think people like find some joy in that.
That's kind of fun. We don't talk about that over here.
You don't talk about popping the bubbles on bubble wrap?
No, we don't. We talk about how bubble wrap inconveniences us.
Okay. Well, tell me about what your club does. Like, what do you do in your meetings?
We get together and we discuss. If anybody. Well, first we have a little confessional thing where did anybody get a package this week? Was it bubble wrapped properly? And we talk about that for a while. There's sometimes a little bit of a hugging and crying if things went wrong. So
cool. Yeah. I'm just gonna take a brochure and keep looking around.
Okay, come on back when you're ready.
Hey, what's up, player? You could just step right over here, man. I saw what you was doing over there, man. You don't want to mess with him. Here's my booth, man. What's going on? We hate people that chew with their mouth open and make noises.
Okay, yeah, that's something I can actually kind of get behind. It's real noisy. You're trying to eat. Yeah. So, but you made a whole club around it. Like, what do you guys do in your meetings?
What we do? So what happens in our meetings stays in our meetings. It's kind of like Fight Club. A lot of us have a lot of bottled up energy from people chewing their food around us all the time. So when you join our group, we just fight. Take our shirts off and we just fight it out like Fight Club, just like you saw the movie. But these guys have a lot of pent up energy, and gals, right? And kids. We got some kids too.
Yeah, kids.
Yeah,
kids.
Yeah,
if anyone's gonna chew with their mouth open, I would think it would be kids.
Some kids come in here with Miss Sofiniona, and it just irritates the ears. So they, they're real rowdy. I like to put them in the ring. They punch people all the time. So it's real cool, man. But
Miss Sophie, that's why you have this word all over your booth here
with a bunch of like arrows and ears and stuff. Yeah. Do you want to come in?
Is there a version of this club that doesn't actually fight each other? Like, I feel like it's.
Come on, man. You just left the bubble wrapville. Come on, this ain't bubble wrapville, man. This is serious. All right. As a matter of fact, sit down real quick. Sit down. Come on, put these headphones on. I'm going to explain. I'm going to tell you what it's like in our world, right? So I want you to sit down. I'm going to put these headphones on. These are high calibrated audio equipment that will zero in on the specific sound that makes smacking of the lips the most irritable, right? I want you to listen to that for a few seconds and then tell me you don't want to run in here and punch somebody in the chest or something, right? All right, sit down for a second.
Okay.
Sit down. It's gonna be okay. You're gonna see that chart right there. If you see that chart, you see that little arrow go all the way to the red. That means your mesophenioda levels are really high, and we might need to take you in here right away.
Actually, maybe I don't. Maybe I'll come back to this. There's a lot of other booths. I don't want to mess up my vibe here.
All right, man. So get the fuck away from here, then. Back up. Go.
Okay.
Get out of here.
All right.
Wasting my time.
I didn't want to have to come over there and slap you and slap all the people you've been listening to, but you've been wasting your time with all those other groups. It took you long enough to get here. How you doing? I'm Tandi.
Hi, Tandi.
Hey, welcome to the hate. Welcome to the hate fair.
Yeah, you said you're gonna slap me. What did I?
Yeah, I was gonna come over there and slap your face because I hate people who entertain people when they know it's past the moment that they want to get up and leave, and they just sit there and listen to something. I hate that they don't have a backbone to just say this is bull and I'm leaving. I hate that.
Yeah, I guess the hate fair is a weird place to be nice to somebody. This is how I was always raised. It's like, give people the time to get out their thoughts and ideas.
I really want you to join our club because I really hate how you just talking to me right now. You just taking all this stuff, making excuses for it, trying to explain it away. It's just bringing up so much hate in me. That's what this club is all about right here. It's hating people who just make excuses for stuff and who don't say what they mean and mean what they say.
You know what? You're making a lot of sense right now. I feel like that's probably something I've been doing all my life, is making excuses. That's probably why I bottled up like this intense. Man,
this is the club for you right here, because I'm just telling you right now, you are gonna make me explode.
Let go of my shirt.
And if you join this club, you are gonna explode. It's gonna be so much better.
What do you guys do in your meetings?
We sit around and we listen to other people talk, and we look at each other and we go, God, I hate that guy. And we get up and we go and we just tell them how much we hate them.
Are these other club members, or do you bring in people who are just talking?
No, all these people belong to this club, and we just go and just sit around other clubs. Like, there were a couple of my members behind these other two booths you were in, and they were just shaking their heads in the back, just ready to slap some faces and just go off.
Do they ever slap anybody?
I mean, not publicly, but we do go to a club and they got some super terrorist rap they play, man, and we get down, man.
And scene. Yeah, I feel like
terrorist rap, bro.
That's the word that will get around. People are like, you got to go to the club, man. You had a bad day. Wait till they play these songs.
It's gonna tear you up.
I
just have like this visual, like in the Thriller, where people were bursting through the door and the windows, turned up, drinking. People like, what the hell's going on? No, it used to be like that. Like I can't imagine. I can't visualize it enough for you. It was a legitimate thing. If that song came on, I mentioned I told y'all that they banned Timberlands from going to clubs, right?
Yeah.
Like that was connected to that whole thing. It's like to this day, like in certain clubs in Houston, like if you're a black dude, you can't get in, but you're gonna be playing music that comes from culture that I'm from, right? What started with Tim's, right? When you couldn't wear Tim's and white tees. Who wears Timberlands and white tees to the club? Like, come on now. Why? Because of the music. They didn't understand it. And it was like, and they were having a fit over Eminem. I never thought Eminem, I thought he was crazy. Like, as far as like, man, this dude is wild. But I never was like, I can't listen to him. He's like, people go crazy. I never saw that with him. We laughed at Eminem's music, man. But like there was, MJG stuff, some Lil Jon stuff, some of the East Side Boys, some G Unit stuff. They literally started the song with a gun and clips hitting the ground. Yeah. Then the music come in. turn, and you're like, oh, I'm ready to kill somebody. That's what happened.
One of my favorite hype songs with Bone Thugs and Tupac. Oh man, what's the name of that song? Thug Love has a literal gun throughout the entire song, like cocking and firing throughout the whole song. Part of the beat.
I loved it. I love it because to me, going back to my thing, art is rebel. It's a human rebellion. It can be, and because it can be, because it can be whatever you want. I love when someone throws a little wrench or curveball in it, and it becomes its own thing. That's what the gunshot became for music. I feel like 1 out of every 5 songs I listen to has a gun in it, right? Like, no matter if it's nowadays, you can listen to pop radio, you can listen to anything, gospel. They're gonna be talking about guns in gospel music nowadays, like so. It all started from that whole, like you said, 90s hip hop, which I forgot, like early 90s, Biggie and all them gangster music, Jesus,
Why did Timberlands get it? I mean, they don't ban guns. A gun kills somebody, the gun still gets to exist, or well, I guess you can't bring them everywhere. But it was the people's behavior. Why did Timberlands? Because it's just a shoe. What shoe is designed to kill someone? Oh, like art. What shoe is designed to kill somebody? It's the human operating.
I can see someone like, I want you engineers to come up with a shoe that can kill somebody. And all these guys come up with all these like jackknife shoes, and the dude comes out with a Timberland.
That's
the one. This shoe is going to kill more people than that bullshit. How you ban a shoe? Like, what? When they said that, like, we used to be like, you can't wear boots in it. Then, of course, man, they can't do that in the wintertime. It's cold in the Midwest. It's like 1 degree in the Midwest. People show up to the club with their Timbs like, oh, bro, it's snow everywhere. They're like, nope, you can't wear those in this club.
Did they take their shoes off?
I can't wear boots walking in the snow to the club, right? But this guy right here can wear boots that are not Timberlands.
They're combat boots.
Yeah, he can wear combat boots with a kilt and a pistol on his on his back. With anarchist and Satan tattooed on his shoulder, but cute couple of black dudes walk up with normal clothes and just boots. It's like, no. I don't need all of that up in here. That's just gonna cause. When I see those shoes, people end up dead.
What is the Sugar Room? I don't even know what that place is, Ken. In the comments.
Yeah.
And did you stomp somebody out in flip flops? That's a hard stomping out, man.
Yeah, Ken specifically got banned in flip flop because he's a weapon.
Out of dude. Cut him up like he was cutting him with the bottom of the flip flop.
What are you doing? You gotta spank him. You gotta spank him to death. Just take the
And that would be funny. But how petty is that? I'm paying you for flip flops? Like, that's petty. Like, super petty. Super petty. Oh, man. Yeah. But that was my experience, man. There was hip hop. I definitely, and I've always looked at it like some hip hop music, I know for me, I'm 30-year-old man now. I'm not out getting in a whole bunch of physical altercations at all. Like, one, it's just not beneficial. But there is a level of aggression that everybody dealing with just conflicts all the time in their life. And I find that hip hop is a great release of that aggression in a very safe way. I just get hype, right? Or rap a song or jump up or shake my head. All that's energy that I'm releasing that, other people, with Tim's on back in the early 90s would get stomped out, But I'm also like I always say, like, hip hop is, a lot of people are very difficult or hard on hip hop too. Like, I don't hear any country mixtapes. You can't have no country mixtapes with 30 songs on it come out every other month. They're different. they have their own experience with the individual, and they're beautiful country songs. You know, they're beautiful hip hop songs. They're aggressive and hostile country songs, and there's aggressive hostile hip hop songs. But hip hop gets a bad rap because of my Timberland example, right? You know, Timberland even said, "We don't stand behind the hip hop community. We never made our shoes intended on hip hop." How the fuck you gonna tell somebody what they could do with the shit they bought from you? We never intended on you taking our steaks and making fajitas. That's not what you use our beef with. That's the same ridiculousness as we don't want you wearing our shoes and making them and buying them in bulks. We don't want all that revenue. And then they changed their mind once people stopped buying Timberlands for work boots. Some other brand blew up, and they start realizing, 80% of our customer base is these young black kids from New York. These young brown kids from New York. I think we should tailor it to the brown kids now, right? And now people, they have all different colors of hip hop styles in Timberland. But in my lifetime, you couldn't get into a building if you had them on because of the assumptive threat. Yeah.
Did you ever own a pair of Timberlands yourself?
I still own a pair of Timberlands. Just
It's
because
like
of that.
It sounds like I still think you hit the prime from my cold dead hands. Come and take them.
And that wasn't even in Texas that I got turned away. That was in Ohio. Because everybody would go, "Oh, I know it's racist down in Texas." Ain't no more racist than Ohio. Most of my racist breakup is in Ohio. That's where I've met racism in Ohio.
We cut to the National Timberlands Association meeting. Now, calm down, brothers. Calm down. Calm down. All right. Listen. Got y'all here because, as you know, there's some legislation and things coming down to ban the Timberland shoe. Now, I don't know about you. I don't know. I hear all that. I don't know about you, but I grew up with a pair of Timberlands. My dad had a pair of Timberlands. His dad had a pair of Timberlands. It meant nothing for us to go down to the store and just look in the window and wish we could get a new pair of Timberlands. Take them out on the street, dust them off. Let somebody see us step outside the car, put that 1 foot down, no matter the weather. We all have those memories. We all share that.
That's right.
We got to fight against this legislation. I know Timberlands mean something to you. Don't let it go down in flames, brother.
They mean a lot to me. Yeah. I'm a little overheated right now because y'all know my great grandfather was one of the men that set foot on the moon.
Yes, he was.
Got that picture in my house right now, and that boot that stepped on the rock of the moon was a Timberland.
First boot.
First boot. First Timberland on the moon. So I owe it to my great grandpappy.
Yes, sir.
To own and wear Timberlands any time of the day, year, or whatever I'm doing. That's what Timberlands mean to me.
That's right. Timberland's been on the moon, fellas, the moon. Okay, so a couple of kids are going into clubs and doing some horrible stuff in Timberlands. That has nothing to do with us.
Nothing to do with us.
Nothing to do with us.
Nothing to do with us. My mama cracked the Higgs boson while wearing a pair of Timberlands, right? The God particle. She found that because of the Timberlands. Because of them.
Didn't she step on it? Wasn't that
exactly? They put it in the Hadron Collider, and she threw her foot down. Like you step out of a car, single Timberland out. Yeah. You put it into the Hadron Collider, stepped on a particle, split it.
Yeah, man.
Higgs boson,
man.
So
I think the world needs to know all of these wonderful feats that the Timberland has brought to our society.
Yeah, a couple of kids in the club doesn't even compare to all the good that these shoes have brought to our lives.
Right.
To the world.
I mean, when I see that Timberland print on that kid's face in that picture, it don't compare to that footprint on my great grandpappy on that moon.
That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. History. That's right. The legacy.
Yeah, I know. Soft shit.
Hey, guys, I'm loving all the passion and emotion that we're showing in this meeting, but I'm afraid that recently, it started taking like a bit of a negative turn. Like, are we becoming a hate group? I'm concerned.
I have been listening to this terrorist rap that my son's been recording in the garage.
Oh, okay.
Donated a pair of Timberlands to him.
I think I've heard the same stuff. For some reason, it's just, I don't know. It's got me amped up. I want to make a change in the world. You know, I want to use Timberlands to do it. I want to kick out a window with these Timberlands for good.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think we should kick out like all the windows with Timberlands. But I don't think there's enough of us yet. We probably need to do a few fairs and recruit some new members. Build a membership up.
Hit the fair circuit.
I feel a little thirsty. You fellas want a drink? I'll go get some Hennessy in the back. I'll be right back. Bring some drinks out. Feeling like that right now.
Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me.
Sounds real good to me.
Go ahead there. I don't want to stop anybody from talking.
Oh, sorry. I was waiting for you.
Yeah. We just waiting on you to finish.
Pouring the drinks there. Take your drink.
We love our Hennessy and Timberlands.
I too have been feeling angry. Been feeling the desire to go slap some faces around here.
That sounds good.
Not wearing Timberlands or saying something bad about what Timberlands have done. I see a news report about a club and some kids stomping on somebody with some Timberland. I just want to go up there and just slap them.
We cut to the club where Amechi was DJing at earlier. Hey Amechi, I just got word that a group of people in Timberlands are coming down the block heading to the club. So when they get here, I just want you make sure we play music that won't cause an issue, right? Like we want to make sure that everybody has a good time. Does that make sense?
The Hug Up that I was playing last time.
Yeah, that sounds.
We're going back to the
plan.
Okay, yeah.
I think that's going to be our best bet here.
Okay, yeah. I've got another couple hour-long songs lined up on the playlist.
Feel free to chop it up. You don't have to play the whole hour. I don't want to tell you how you do your job. I appreciate it.
But they get really good in the middle. That's the thing. But
so you like it.
I'll fill out the crowd. I'll fill out the crowd. Okay.
You fill out the crowd.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, they're here now.
Okay.
You can hear them.
Press the Hennessy out.
Well, look at
Tugs. Tell me what you gonna do when no one to hug. Arms are coming for you. Arms are coming now. I wanna spread my arms, hug everybody. I'ma hug them till the night is to the dawn. I'll be hugging all night long.
I mean, this song is an hour long.
Yeah. Look, everyone's going to sleep.
Oh my god. Oh, I didn't know I needed that song in my life. But I want that song.
We definitely need that song.
These arms are coming for you. Oh.
Bone Hugs and Harmony.
Bone Hugs and Harmony. Tugs. That is beautiful. Yes.
You're gonna hug everybody. I'm gonna hug everybody. You wanna hug everybody?
On that note, yes, we'll end it on that because that's amazing. Thank you so much, everybody who listened. Shout out to sorry, Ken, to hear about you getting banned from the Sugar Room. Is there a loss? I'm sure you were looking phenomenal in flip flops. That is the Can't Tell Us Nothing show. DJ Comfy. Please get those tunes. We'll roll on out of here. For John, for Amechi, for Tandi, for myself. C10 Improv.
That's it. Follow us. Come to San Antonio. We got a live show.
All right, San Antonio Saturday. Yeah.
This Saturday, San Antonio. Details on our page.
Yeah, check us out. Come see us. Come say hi. Come to the show. And ask Tandi to do bone hugs and harmony. Yeah.
I want to hug everybody.